Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a quick video on the new Force 3.1 update that just dropped. It has 3 new synths. It has, I think, just a plethora of new effects for your voice and a granulator. And anyway, you can get the details on the website. If you own a Force, you know that you just go into your account and you're going to go to where your products are registered, and 2 things you're going to have to do. You're going to have to download the update 3.11, and right underneath that you'll have the synth downloads for the MPC or the Force, which are basically the same synths that we both updated on both devices. You're going to download that, and then you can either put it on a SD card and enter it into your Force, or if you have an SSD card, right? So, and then you're going to want to place your Akai. You go into the menu, you open up an empty file, you go into the menu and you press that little right up here where you can go to computer mode, or actually, no, to update it, you're going to go into the preferences, which mine's already updated. I just updated it. And you'll see the firmware 3.1. But you press Shift, Update at the same time as you press Update on the file that you download into your computer, right? The update file. After it's done and it's updated, you'll be able to go into your menu and you can see MIDI Learn is in there, other new updates, right? MIDI Learn, and then you can go into your mixer, open up the effects, and you can see that there's Akai effects and all the air music effects, which will have all of the new stuff. All of the new stuff is on there. The vocal tuner, vocal harmonizer, etc. Right? What you don't have is your synths. So if I want to load a synth, you press instruments and they won't show up. So what you have to do is grab the synth file that you downloaded, grab that file, put your Akai in computer mode, right? Put the Akai in computer mode, and then you grab your file, you grab your synth file and you put it on your SSD card. Just drop it in there. The next time you open, once you go into standalone, it'll basically have your instruments ready. If you don't have an SSD card, then you can put it on a small SD card that you could put in the front, or a jump drive, USB jump drive, and you should be able to access these new, I would say an SD card, because you could leave the SD card in there. The best way is if you have an SSD card, but if you don't already have that kind of an update, then put the synth files on the SD card. I'm being super slow, sorry. And you should be able to access them once you go back into standalone mode, which then you get to explore, right? Then you get to explore the Solina, the Mellotron. Let's look at them real quick. So we're gonna go menu, empty file. We're gonna load. Instruments are the Solina, the Odyssey, and the Mellotron, right? Solina looks like this, right? And right, instruments, Odyssey looks like this. Oh, this is gonna get real good. and then mellotron. So it's really amplifying, it's really making this machine a lot better. That's one of the newest updates, right, is the fact that you got more instruments to play with. I normally don't do videos like this where I'm, cover this kind of stuff, because I figured I just do videos of making music, but I thought it'd be interesting to bring this up because, I know that Akai community is dope, and I figured that I'd make a quick little video on how to update it, and for you to see what the new instruments look like, as well as some of the other parameters. This is the mellotron. It's a violin. Violin. Oh, this is gonna be good. All right. So those are the three instruments. Then, if you go into menu, you have the MIDI learn, which you could basically, with a USB cable, any USB MIDI controller. I got the SPD218. You can basically program all of these, so you end up having even more handle on your effects and on your live performance, which for me it's going to be fantastic once I really figure it all out. Another cool thing is that now you can stream directly from your disc. So if you have an SSD card already put into your Akai, now you can pretty much play it. You don't need to worry about space, because that's one thing that without that card you just run out of space. But now, and then it'll read MIDI files, so now you can grab things from like Unison or things like that you normally use in your DAW and drop them in there, and it should pick them up right away. Like, it just made this machine 10 times better. Ooh. So, because this is my first Force video, even though it's an update, I might as well make a little beat using the new instruments, see what I can come up with, and we'll call it a day. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Please leave comments below. Like this video if it helped. Like I said, I normally
I don't like it.
These kind of videos, I'm pretty new at it too. But I just thought that I would share a little tidbit that took me a minute to figure out. So let's make a little beat, and this will be the beginning of my Force weeklies, because I'm gonna start doing videos every week. Well, I'll write a beat and try to get the most out of this machine, as much as I can do with the DAW. I want to be able to do them both and do them well. So with that, without further ado, let's make a little beat, right? So I'm gonna go into my matrix. I gotta plug in. Let's load one of these new instruments. Let's load this Selena, and brings a bunch of presets. What is this? Model Smooth. Ooh, okay, so we'll go there. And matrix, and let's make it move.
Now, let's see, Matrix. Let's start something else. Let's load
fat.
a instrument.
So
Just do a quick drum.
my fingers are kind of fat, so I gotta do this.
Boom. Oh, I need a bigger. Hold on. Need a bigger clip. Undo. Create a clip. Edit clip. Let's make a loop of about 4 bars and 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing. Well, it's a quick little beat. I mean, we could get into it, but if you have a force, you know exactly. Anyway, alright, so boom. Yeah, let's go with the plug-in something. Yeah. You know what? Let's do some expansions. Let's see what we got. Yeah.
Now, let's see, Matrix.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, that's it for this video. Just a quick little beat just kind of showcasing what this thing can do. There was so much more, but I don't want this video to go on. This was mainly an update video, and now you hung out with me. You listened to a little beat that I just made, and now I'm really gonna go and spend some time with this and see how all this transpires. Like I said, the cool thing is that now you can program from the Force. You can program your MIDI devices on top of that. It could really be like the center hub of your setup, which is what I've done. Anyway, thanks again for coming by, spending a few minutes with me. I appreciate you stopping by. If you like the video, check the like button, and if if you feel like I've earned your subscription, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video, and next week in my next Force Weekly, which the next video will be a lot more complex. Thanks again, once again.